Hello, my friends. Are we here for Pilates mat? Say yes. So today we've got a Pilates mat. We're going to do a little bit of stretching to open up before we start. We'll have about 40 minutes of some deep core training. I'm glad you're here. We're here from Franco's in beautiful Louisiana, and we're here to help. So there's a couple of guidelines I want to go through before we even begin. Pilates is slow. It's very deliberate. So we don't use momentum, and I'll tell you when you might be using momentum to slow down. It's all about really deep core conditioning and really deep muscle contractions. So if you think about the muscles move the bones, forward, backward, whatever. Use your muscles instead of big momentum. Ready? All right, all you need is mat. Come onto all fours. And we're just going to start by stretching the back, because we're going to work the back pretty good today. So tuck your tail under, drop your head, lift the middle of your back, tighten up your belly, and then reverse that. Lift your tail, lift your head, and let the belly drop. And we'll do that a few times. If you want to coordinate it with your breath, exhale to drop, and inhale to lift. So typically, I don't sweat too much in Pilates, which is saying a lot for me because I'm a sweaty kind of girl. But it's a lot of small things inside that we use for Pilates. We don't do a whole lot of big movements that are fast. We do a lot of very controlled movements. All right, I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm talking about. Have your hands open wide. Have your elbows locked. And drop your chest right in between. So we're warming up through the shoulder blade, the shoulder girdle area. This is what it looks like from the side. All right, we're going to lift up into down dog. So curl your toes under, lift your hips up high. And let's just kind of paddle the feet. Try and get your hips as high as you can and then as far back as you can. You should feel a pretty good stretch through your shoulders, maybe your armpits, through the lower back. Now shift forward into plank, topical push-up, and drop the knees. Lift up to down dog, and then shift forward. I'm going to give you some options. If you want to drop your knees and go deeper, drop the hips, but tighten up the butt. Lift the chest. Down dog. Exhale. Lift up. Press back. Up dog. Drop forward. And lift up. One more. Now you could do this on your elbows, or you could stay on your knees with your hips a little higher. Depends on your level of flexibility. But try and lift your chest and your breastbone up and look up just a little bit, not too much. Turn and look over the right shoulder, back to the middle, and switch. Look over the left shoulder. See if you can see your foot. Switch. Switch. So this whole time we have a really tight butt here. Squeeze it. Switch. And one more switch. Now we're going to press back into child's pose. Keep your knees down. Sit your hips toward your heels. Press your chest toward your thighs. Walk your hands to one side. Keep everything else the same. Switch sides. All right, let's get going. So, the first thing that I always like to do in a Pilates class is figure out where your point of control is. That's what I'm going to call it, your point of control. So that's deep core. And core is not just your stomach. Core is your glutes, your lower back, your inner thighs. Everything pulls in together. So lie down on your back. Tuck your tail under so your lower back is on the floor. And then just lift your shoulders off the floor and look toward your belly button. Keep the belly really tight. Keep the butt tight. Keep the lower back on the floor. We can reach and then release. Do it again. Reach and release. Reach and release. Now, keep the chin not smashed down onto your chest, but pretty strong, you know? Now we're going to reach the arms out. As long as your lower back is on the floor, you're good. If it starts to pop up, you need to lower a little bit and release. Now we get the legs. So the legs come straight up. We're going to turn our feet out a little bit, squeeze the inner thighs together. The knees kind of turn out, the hips turn out. Now just the shoulders come up, reach, squeeze, and release. Do it again. Reach and squeeze, and release. Now we're going to find that point of control, and you'll know if you have gone too far when your lower back comes off the floor. So we keep lowering just to that point, and then we pull it in. And we find it again. Lower down, the belly is strong, the booty is strong, and pull it in. One more. Now if you needed to, you could keep your knees bent. And now we're going to find that point of control. Lower back is on the floor. Lift and reach the arms out right to the 100. So we pat like we're hitting water. And we go inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. So if you needed to take a break, you would bend your knees. Try and expand your shoulders wide and relax the shoulders. Squeeze the thighs together. Belly strong. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need a break, take it. Two more. That wasn't 100. That's okay. So now that you feel warmed up, hug your knees in. We're going to open the arms out and drop the hips side to side. Just get a little twist. All right. Signature move, number 1. It's called the roll-up. So like I said before, we go really slow. And this is one that some of us want to use momentum. So I'm going to hopefully show you a good one. And then I'm going to show you what you should not be doing. So the roll-up, it's like you're peeling yourself like you're a sticker off the floor. So we start really flat, tight belly, tighten the butt. We come up with an exhale. We peel, peel, peel off the floor and reach into a forward bend. And then glue yourself back onto the floor. So let me try again because my feet came up. We peel ourselves up. See how slow? And come down. Now, I know, because it happens to me, I know that you'll get about here and go, and want to pull yourself up. That's momentum. So here's your option. If you get here and get stuck, bend your knees, grab on behind, peel yourself up, and then replace the hands and slowly come down. Now you can bend your knees the whole time, that's fine. So let's go. We're gonna do 5. So big inhale, bring your arms right over your eyes and exhale, start to peel. Peel, 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 peel. Reach, just hold it for 1 second or so and come down. – Going again. and down. Going again. And you might notice we're kind of inchworming off of our mat. And maybe your pants are sliding down. It's good to wear high-waisted pants for Pilates. Kind of makes me think of like a mummy coming up from the other world. And sometimes some people like to reach up here before they get their stretch, and that's fine too. So did you do 5? And listen, I don't think I make it look easy, but it's a hard move. It's a hard move, so don't be like, God, I can't do it. It takes a long time to get that slow control. And that's why I want to give you options, because eventually you'll get there if you keep with it. Okay. This is the reverse of what we just did. So we're going to start lying down with the legs up. The shoulders stay on the floor. We're going to lift the hips and peel ourselves with the legs over and then lower down. So if you needed to, you could have your hands under your hips and you can keep your knees bent. Let's see if I can do a good one. So big inhale, move as you exhale, lift up and over. And we don't drop the feet and we slowly come down. So you see, I'm really pushing with my hands. Let's go again. So here's an option for you. Keep the knees bent. Lift and lower. One more. I only have one more in me. Lift and lower. Hug your knees into your chest. So all that talk about finding your point of control, it's really important that we don't go to the point where we're not using our muscles, we're using momentum, because that's what we don't want to do. All right, next move is called leg circles. So we're going to lie down on the floor. Now, you can have the other leg straight, but you got to keep it down. I'm dealing with a hip injury. I'm going to keep my knee bent, but either way, we're going to raise up one leg. We turn the foot and the whole leg out to the side a little bit. Shoulders stay down, find the point of control, and we're going to make a teardrop shape with the leg. So we go down, around, and pull at the point. Down, around, pull. Down, around, pull. Here's the thing. No rocking the hips. So here's what that would look like. That's too big. If your hips start rocking, you need to make a skinnier circle and maybe a smaller one. 2 more. Now reverse. Down, around, pull. Down, around, pull. Woo! 2 more. Now keep that leg up there. Walk yourself up the leg wherever you can. You can straighten the other leg, and we're just going to hang like a monkey. And we're going to pull and release. Push with the leg. Push. And again, you can keep the knee bent. 1 more. Hang on there. Push your leg away, but drop your weight into your back. Woo! Let's switch. So the other leg comes up, the other leg can go straight, but if it's straight, you gotta keep it down. Turn the whole leg out, the foot, the hip, everything. And we make our right drop. Down, around, up. Down, around, pull. Right when we get to that point, exhale. So your shoulders are steady. Your hips are not rocking side to side. And reverse. Down, around, pull. So if you are going too big, you'll know. 1 more. Walk yourself up. And we're going to push and release. You know me, you know I love a good stretch. Now, push with your leg, but let the back of the body be heavy. Nice stretch. And hug the knees in. So our next one is a little bit of a balance. It's called rolling like a ball. I'm going to hold on behind my knees, but you can hold on in front of your knees. Again, we don't want to use momentum. Even though it's going to seem like this is momentum, it's not. The belly is strong. So come all the way up. Now we're going to keep the feet really close to the body. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. Kind of round your back a little bit. And we're going to rock back and come right up here. Rock and come up. So here's what momentum would look like. Watch my feet. That's momentum. If you keep in a little ball, that's muscle. Woo! So let's go. Now, even though we're rounding forward, don't let your shoulders come up. Let's do 3 more. Woo! And lengthen out. Yes. All right, hands behind the head. We're finding the point of control, so the legs come up. Bend the knees if you need to. We're going to look toward the belly. We're going to bring the heels together, the inner thighs together. We're going to lower down and pull up quick. Lower and pull. Lower. Now, if you needed to, you could lower down and pull the knees in. Lower down, pull the knees in. Notice, is your lower back popping off the floor? Because if it is, you're going too low. You need to stay right in the point of control. 1 more. Grab onto one leg as high as you can. The other leg goes long. The belly is strong, the booty is strong, shoulders back. Switch. 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 Now let's speed it up. Inhale and exhale. Don't hold your breath. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it right around here. Okay, single leg stretch. That was scissors. This is a single leg stretch. So, it's going to seem kind of specific, and it is, but once you get it, you got it. So, left hand goes to the left ankle. Right hand goes to the left knee. So the same hand goes to the ankle, the opposite hand goes to the knee. We're looking up toward the belly button, and then we switch. Right hand to the ankle, left hand to the knee. So if your shoulders want to come up, relax them, okay? Again, we're not going to rock side to side. We're going to stay right up in the middle and switch. So it's like we're pushing the wall away with the leg that goes straight. And again, you can do this higher if that's too low for you, because we want to keep the lower back on the floor, and we want to be able to keep the core nice and strong. Ready to speed it up? Just for 8. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Hands behind the back, double leg stretch. So, heels together, knees wide. We're going to come up like a little crunch. We're going to push the belly button into the floor and extend the legs to the point of control. So we exhale, push, and release. Go it again. Exhale, push, take your breath. Exhale, go. 5 more. Again, go higher if that's where your point of control is. 3, 2, the knees in. I like to take a little twist. You don't have to, but I'm going to. Okay, our next move is called the bicycle. We also call it the cross crawl if you do any Les Mills stuff. And it's basically just going side to side. But in Pilates, because it's all about the control and the slow movement so we're not in momentum, I'm going to turn to face you. And I want you to notice I'm not rocking. I'm staying like as though I'm on a balance beam. And I have to stay really tight in the middle. So we start here, right? Do you see? So here's what rocking would look like. I'd fall off the balance beam. So let's do 10 on each side. You can go quick, and it's almost easier to go quick because you can really tighten up. So here we go. Elbow, or shoulder actually, shoulder toward the opposite knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, stay in the middle. 5, 6, 7. Woo! 9, 10. Again, everything in Pilates is a little bit harder because we're really focused on the right kind of thing. All right, let's do a roll up to sit up. You thought we were done with roll ups. Not. Here we go. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, peel yourself off the floor. So we push our belly button down. Peel. Ooh, that was not the best one that I could do. And reach. Woo, baby. So now, it's just the same, but we don't lie back. So your arms come like this, like you're holding something down. I want you to open your feet maybe almost as wide as your yoga mat, definitely wider than your hips. I'm gonna face you. And you know those big exercise balls? There's one right here. Don't touch it. So we reach over, pull your belly button in and snap yourself up. Boom. Now when you snap yourself up, it's easy to go back. Don't go back, go right up on top. You should feel your sit bones below you. So here we go. Inhale. Exhale, make a rounded move. And snap up. Inhale. Exhale, reach over. Inhale. Now see if you can reach the wall that you're facing. Exhale. Inhale. Woo! Exhale. Every time you come up, try and line up, shoulders over hips. Belly is strong. One more and we're going to hold our stretch. Reach onto whatever you can. Let your head hang a little bit, but make sure you're still breathing deeply. All right, so now we keep our feet either as wide as they are now or even wider. And we're going to do the spinal twist. So we have our arms straight out like we're an airplane. Sit up really strong. Again, it's easy to kind of lean back and you don't even know it. So find your sit bones. And we're going to kind of wring out our spine. Big inhale, turn all the way to the right as far as you can. Look at the right hand and then take your left hand and saw off your baby toe. So we reach and we come up really straight. Inhale to switch. Exhale to saw off the baby toe. Inhale up. Now notice, does the hip you're going away from lift off the floor? Because if it is, don't go so deep. So let's focus on the arm that goes back. Watch me for a second. I turn this arm, okay? I'm going to saw off the baby toe. I'm going to take my right arm and pull myself up. Try it. Switch. Reach, saw off the toe, and pull yourself up with the back arm. Woo! It's a totally different sensation. One more on each side, or at least even up your sides. How are we feeling right now? So one of my most favorite exercises is now. It's kind of like the rolling one where we roll like a ball, but we're going to be spaced out a little wider. Instead, we were kind of tight like a little ball. This time we're going to be like a teacup. So you hold on behind your knees. Round your spine, drop the shoulders. Here's the handle. Don't let the legs straighten here. Keep the legs at a 90 degree when you roll back. So try not to touch your head to the floor, it helps. So we rock back, and we come up, whoa, and reset. Go. So as usual, there's a spot where it's like, I can't pull myself up. Exhale right there. One more. Whew. Okay. Now this is my all-time favorite. It's my favorite thing. The only reason I wanted to learn Pilates 500 years ago was for this next move, because it looks super cool, and it's hard, but it's not impossible. All right. Here we go. I'm going to show you what's hopefully a good one. So we're going to hold on at the legs. Now, if you needed to hold on behind the knees, that's okay too. And we're going to balance right here. So we keep this length and come up. So did you see how I kind of got stuck right here, and then I exhaled and pushed up? Try it. If this is too much, you can always go back to the bent knee one. It's helpful if you don't rock back too much, because you get stuck back there. Woo, baby. Now maybe I'm not the best model for it, but I think it looks really cool. And it's something that you can do that really kind of challenges you, but it's not one of those things that, like, it's just impossible. It's doable. You might have to work up to holding up toward your feet. You might have to work up to that core strength, but once you get it, it's like, yeah, I did it. And you'll want to do it at the next party you go to. When we can have a party again, that's going to be your next party trick, okay? Make sure it's on the carpet though. All right, let's do 2 more. And then we're going to hold it up here, and we're going to bring the feet together. Woo, baby. 4, relax your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Can we release? Oh, baby. All right, let's stretch. We can release, but just for a second. All right, lie down on your back again. So this time we're going to do the corkscrew. I forgot what that last one is called. It's not the teaser. So here's the corkscrew. Now we have legs up. If you needed to, you could put your hands under your hips, under your lower back. Some people like their hands under the head. I'm just going to go right next to my body. So go where it works for you. So we turn the feet out, we turn the knees out, the hips out, and we're going to make that raindrop shape with both legs. Down, around, pull, and reverse. Down, around, pull. So if your shoulders are coming up like mine are, go a little smaller. And if you needed to, you can make a circle with the knees bent and pull up in the middle. So again, there's not a lot of rocking side to side here. And if you are, that means you're just going too big. So keep it smaller. Okay, here's a fun one for you. We're going to go down, around, and up. And right when you get to the point of the raindrop, lift your hips. Just boom. Don't lift them so that the legs come way behind you. Try and point your legs straight out. So this one, down, around, up, push. Down, around, up, push. Boy, is that fun. 2 more. Oh, woo, baby. Lie back. Get a little stretch. When you're ready to come up, we're going to do a quick little lunge series for the hip flexors. And then we're going to flip over onto our belly. So, one leg forward, doesn't matter which one. Whatever one you step forward, keep the back knee down. And just shift your weight over the front heel. Now the front heel stays pretty much under the knee. And that's for safety reasons. I mean, some of us are extremely flexible. But the general population, we want to have the knee right below, the heel right below the knee. And now, start to push all of your weight into the heel. And with the back knee, imagine, it's not moving, but imagine it's sliding back behind you. Now you can stay forward here, or if you want a really deep hip flexor stretch, same hand of the leg that's in back comes up. And we're gonna lower the hips. So with the back knee, if we can kind of push it into the floor, we're using a little bit of leverage. The hip flexors are a very versatile muscle group. Switch legs. They not only work when we're walking and hiking and squatting and everything, they work when we're doing our core because they're like a helper for the abs. So set up everything just like I told you and push into the back knee. You can come up higher if you want. Try to drop your hips a little bit. Woo! So we're going to do this series that we lay on our belly down. All right, hopefully that's feeling a little bit better. And we're going to lie down on our belly. Turn your head to one side. And turn your head to the other side. You thought this was nap time, but it's not. Just a quick turn. All right, come up onto your elbows. And your elbows are kind of right below your shoulders, but do whatever works for you. And let your belly hang out. How often do you get to hear that in a workout? So we're letting it hang out. Now, we're going to lift the belly off the floor by not only tightening the belly, but tighten up the butt and squeeze the thighs together. So you see how it went up? They all work together. We're pushing into our forearms, not just the elbows, but the entire forearm. And we're going to send the chest forward. So keep the booty tight. And we're just going to kick with a flex foot, one foot. We can kick, point, and switch. And turn and look at the foot that's kicking. So flex. Kick, point, switch. Kick, point, and switch. Lift the belly off the floor. Tighten up the butt. If the inner thighs think they're getting a rest, they're not. Squeeze them together. Let's do 2 more on each leg. The belly is off the floor. 2 more, 1 more, I'm sorry. Now, all the way down. Let the belly hang out. Drop your head all the way down. And switch. So now we'll do a chest opener and a booty lifter. Hands come back behind the back. You can grab onto 2 fingers with one hand. You can just put your hands on your lower back. Whatever works for you. I like to interlace my fingers, squeeze my palms together. Now move your legs super tight together like you're a mermaid in your feet and your legs or your tail. We're going to lift the chest and kick 3 times with a flexed foot. So we kick, kick, kick. Now reach long and come down. Let's go. Kick, kick, kick. Reach long and down. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and reach. Go. 3, 2, 1, reach. Go. One more, one more. And come all the way down. Super slow motion, hands under the shoulders, press back into child's pose. And I say super slow-mo because we were just contracting the lower back. If we hurry up and stretch it, sometimes the lower back does not like that. So we go slow, we ease it into it. Reach your arms forward. Open your knees about as wide as your hips. Now we're going to push into our hands. We're going to push into our armpits straight down to the floor. We look forward and we kind of snake our way up into up dog. So push and lift and then reverse. So this is a lot of arms. You were asking, when do we use our arms? Right here. So kind of push your elbows down to come up, booty tight, and come straight back. 2 more. Reach up, press back. Woo! And hold it. All right, flip over onto your back. My second favorite move is coming up right now. And for some reason, it's called the teaser. It's a big tease. So you know how I said, I got into Pilates for that other move? This is the other one. 2 moves. All right, so we're going to find our point of control. Heels together. Turn the thighs out. Lower down to that spot. And maybe go a little higher so you can see what's happening here. All right. So we're going to roll up, but we're going to leave the legs up. We're going to roll up and reach and roll down. So if you needed to, you could bend your knees, whoa, and come up. Now, we can open the legs a little wider. And here we go. We're going to hold it for 5 seconds once we get up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, arms up, wide, and pull it in. Did I just cheat? I sure did. Let's go again. Roll up. Hold it up. And come back down. This looked a lot better when I was in my 20s. 1 more. And hug it in. Good job, y'all. Let's take one more twist. So that was like a little mini Pilates class, just to get things moving. So hopefully, if nothing else, you found out where your weakness is as far as core. Switch sides. And that's something you can work on. The way that Pilates is different from other core classes is we try and go through a full range of motion for the abs, and we use the glutes and the inner thighs as helpers to the abs. So if you're doing crunches like this, that's great for your abs, but nothing's happening in your glutes. If you're doing a roll-up, you gotta tighten up your butt to get all the way up there. I miss you. I love you. I hope you comment very nice things. And I'll see you next time. Tomorrow we got Gretchen. Yeah, baby. See you there.